Have you ever wondered how plants thrive in such diverse environments? From lush forests to arid deserts, plants have developed unique reproductive strategies to survive in different conditions. Today, we'll explore plant diversity, reproduction, environmental factors, and the differences between asexual and sexual reproduction across various plant groups. Plants are deeply influenced by the non-living factors in their environment. These abiotic factors play a critical role in plant growth, reproduction, and survival.
Water is essential for photosynthesis and nutrient transport in plants. Many plants rely on water for seed germination and spore dispersal. Insufficient water can cause stunted growth or plant death. Bryophytes and pteridophytes rely on water for sperm to reach eggs and for gametophyte development. Gymnosperms and angiosperms also depend on water for various processes, including seed development and flowering.
Sunlight is a primary energy source for photosynthesis. The intensity, duration, and quality of sunlight influence plant development. Bryophytes and pteridophytes thrive in low light, while gymnosperms are adapted to moderate sunlight with needle-like leaves that reduce water loss. Angiosperms have diverse light needs, with some requiring a lot of light and others thriving in shade.
Soil and nutrients are vital for plant development. Soil's texture, pH, and nutrient content significantly affect plant reproduction and growth. Bryophytes and pteridophytes need moist soils for spore germination, while gymnosperms adapt to dry, nutrient-poor soils with deep roots. Angiosperms require nutrient-rich, well-aerated soils for effective germination.
Plants produce offspring either sexually or asexually. Sexual reproduction involves the fusion of a sperm and egg cell to form a zygote. It requires two parents, both contributing genetic material. This results in genetically diverse offspring. Asexual reproduction, however, doesn't involve sex cells. Offspring from asexual reproduction are genetically identical to the parent.
Sexual reproduction is more effective in changing environmental conditions. Since there is genetic diversity, there is the chance that some offspring will have traits suited to the new conditions. Asexual reproduction, however, produces genetically identical offspring, which may struggle if the parent is not adapted to changing conditions. Bryophytes are the most primitive land plants, including mosses and liverworts. They thrive in moist, shady environments like forests. Bryophytes lack a vascular system and so rely on diffusion for water and nutrient transport, limiting their height. Bryophytes require water for both reproduction and fertilization, as the male gametophytes release sperm into the water, which swim to the female gametophytes. Once the sperm reaches the egg, fertilization occurs. Bryophytes do not undergo pollination, lacking pollen or flowers. They reproduce using spores, which are dispersed by wind, water, or animals. Did you know that some bryophytes can dry out and appear dead, but they can be rehydrated and resume growth?
Pteridophytes, including ferns, horsetails, and club mosses, thrive in moist, humid environments such as forests and wetlands. Like bryophytes, pteridophytes require water for fertilization, with sperm cells swimming towards the female gametophyte. Pteridophytes do not undergo pollination, but rely on fertilization through the movement of sperm cells. Spores are released from the sporangia on the underside of fronds and are carried by wind to new locations. They are the largest group of non-seed producing vascular plants.
Gymnosperms include conifers, cycads, and gametophytes and are typically found in cool to temperate climates. They are adapted to a variety of environments, from cold forests to dry mountainous regions. Unlike bryophytes and pteridophytes, gymnosperms do not require water for fertilization. They reproduce via seeds, with pollen grains, containing male gametes dispersed by wind to female cones. The pollen enters the ovule through the micropyle where fertilization occurs. Gymnosperms do not produce spores, but form naked seeds in female cones. These seeds are dispersed by wind. Their needle-shaped leaves minimize water loss. as they have a thick cuticle to conserve moisture.
Angiosperms, or flowering plants, are the most diverse group of plants and thrive in various climates. Angiosperms do not require water for fertilization. They reproduce through seeds, with fertilization occurring via pollen transferred to female reproductive structures. Pollination in angiosperms can occur in various ways, with the most common way being the transfer of pollen by insects from one flower to another. Angiosperms produce seeds that are dispersed by wind, animals, and water, allowing seeds to spread to new areas for germination. Angiosperms are vital for humans and provide us with food, medicine, and fibers.
To understand angiosperms further, let's take a closer look at the hibiscus flower and how the different parts contribute to reproduction. The petals of a hibiscus flower are large, colorful, and scented, which help pollinators locate the flower. Sepals are small, green, leaf-like structures located beneath the petals. They protect the flower during the bud stage and help support the petals.
The stamen is a male reproductive organ of the hibiscus. It includes the anther, where pollen is produced, and the filament, which allows the anther to be reachable to pollinators. The pistil is a female reproductive structure, consisting of the stigma, style, and ovary. The stigma captures pollen, which germinates, and the style provides a pathway for the pollen tube to reach the ovary. The ovary contains the ovules, where fertilization occurs, forming a zygote. After fertilization, the ovule develops into a seed. Throughout this video, we have explored how plant reproduction contributes to survival across environments, and how plant diversity helps plants thrive in different habitats. We hope you have learned a lot. Thank you.